přijde jako zajímavý, je to oznámení pro vás. Bude to trvat tak cca 8 hodin. Si doneste něco k jídlu. Ať máte nějaký tvůj nápoj k pití. Až to půjde, tak dám full screen. A zatím to nejde. Protože to oznámení ještě ani nezačalo. Takže má to počet vidět. Jak dlouho to začíná. 16 minutek. Pěkných. Zdravím se dívat z záznamu. chtěl jsem si aktualizovat naše aktualizace Enjoy hry. V Japonsku to je tady to kolaborace Star Wars Collaboration Live Japan 2025, což je dnes. Chystám si mezi tím iPhoneko. Chystám si Xko. Když tam nic nechodí fotko. Když to udělal mým. To je to jasně. Jo, tohle si pamatuju moc dobře. Toto oznámení pro festivalu. Kdyby to bylo v úterý, tak by mě to pěkně naštvalo. Musí to být pravda, ale to nemusí být pravda. Musíme počkat až. Uvidíme to až během tohoto, nebo pod tímto, už by to mohlo být možná. Nechci vám nic slibovat, že to musím odložit, ten live event. V případě live event z tu hvězdu smrti můžu odložit na další úterý. Uvidíme, co vám řeknu tady v tom Star Wars Collaboration Live. Uvidíme, jestli něco potom nedropnou pod tím. Fortnite. Tak si tam radši aj skinu. Hypex taky. Po případě Fire Monkey. Nejlepší líkr. Zahraniční. Tři minuty 43, 42, 40 sekund. Když nic nevíte, tady dole máme odpočet. Tady vlevo dole je odpočet. Do toho, než to začne. Ve 2:50. Dal jsem refresh. Už to nehoďte. Čekáme na přímý přenos Star Wars. Kterou chvíli by to mělo začít. By to mělo jet 2 minuty. Mají zpoždění 2minutové. Musíme počkat, až to Star Wars u nich zapnou. Říká 21 669. Jí čeká, až to zapnou. Až mezi něma. Ti nás napínají. Napínačka pro nás. Už mají 5 minut zpoždění. Ti nás hrozně napínají tady tímto oznámením. Jsme měli ještě daný zimní čas. Proč tam mají 2,50, když je 56. Jo už. Well, beginning momentary. Napište, jestli je zvuk v pohodě, nebo mám zeslabit. Však napište mi. Nechám to na full. Uvidíme, jak to bude hrát potom. Když to bych to zeslabil. Yes. Za tu chvíli měli zapnout obraz. Oni v Japonsku. Star Wars. Jsem nabít 37 minut do nabití telefonu mého. Mám plus 2 týdny svůj Samsung Galaxy A26. Zdraví všechny, protože je ráno. Zdravit, když budu dívat z záznamu, tímhle taky budu zdravit tím teďka na začátku. Nevíme, co nás čeká na tímto eventu v Japonsku Star Wars. Co nám o tím řeknou? Tam říká 31 887 32 424 lidí. Já jsem tam řekl 50, potom aj 100 000, po případě milion, si myslím, 4 miliony potom, 1500 lidí. Dokonce uvidíme potom. Tomu šířku zhlídnutí, ať vidím, jak, jak kdo se dlouho díval. Na Twitteru, na Xku. A Čína nás bude informovat. Nice. Tam si schynu. Co tento dal? A Hypex. Ukáž, co dal? Yes, já jsem pravdu. Stream Star Wars začal. Budu živě přidávat. Jak to se odpovídá? Přidávat aktualizace informace o ohledně související s Fortnitem. Nice. To se nešeklo. Vypadá to, že se to celý šeklo. Budu muset restartovat internet. Ukončit, tak máš zapnu. Sakra, mě to furt padá. Internet. Já mám nový, až to Clash nesledujte.
And Lucasfilm joined forces with some of the biggest anime studios across Japan with Star Wars Visions. But we're not just here celebrating Star Wars. We're here to celebrate you, the fans.
Nice.
Your passion, creativity, and devotion is what makes Star Wars fans the best in the galaxy.
I love how much you put into it. It means so much to me. Making me emotional.
Because no matter how you choose to love Star Wars, this fandom is for everyone. And this weekend, we'll be bringing the latest and greatest from a galaxy far, far away to everyone here at the Makahari Messe Convention Center and to you watching at home all over the world.
This is so wizarding.
Panels, special guests, exclusive reveals, and much, much more right here just for you.
This is where the fun begins.
皆さん、準備はいいですか？スター・ウォーズ・セレブレーションライブ2025、いよいよスタートです。
Nice. Dostali máme třeba.
Wow! Whoa! Whoa! Wait a minute. Wait, where is everyone? Wow, am I dreaming? Wait, where are my pants? Wait, oh, I don't wear pants.
Come up here, bud.
Man!
No, over here.
No. Listen,
Up a
follow
little.
my voice. Follow my voice.
No, sort of.
No.
Yeah, there you go.
Ah! Woo!
Hey, yeah! I'm where I belong! I'm on a do-back! Oh my goodness, welcome to day 3 of Star Wars Celebration. I'm Anthony Carboni, that is Raina Scully and Kristen Baber, and oh, we're getting real weird today because it's the final day of Star Wars Celebration Japan.
Day 3, day 3, day 3, day 3, day 3, day 3. That's right, it's the final day, and that does not mean that it's not going to be a day filled with just as much fun and excitement as the first 2 days.
That's for sure. We have so much packed in today for you guys. If you want to follow along on StarWars.com, please do so. It's a great website.
That's right. And you can follow along with all the updates on social by following Star Wars on your social platform of choice, checking out our TikTok live. I don't know if I have the thigh strength for this.
I believe in you.
You can do
Do
it.
it, Anthony.
You can do it. Doesn't that dewback belong to you?
Yeah.
Isn't it
I
yours?
brought
Isn't
this
your
from
baby?
What's his name?
This dewback's name is Ralph.
Ralph. Speaking of Ralph, Cam, where are you?
Hey! The Segway Queen. I might meet Ralph on the floor here as well. Hey, everybody watching us across the world. It's Cam, your hype guy, here at the Celebration Live stage. I cannot believe it is day 3 here in Japan, where we have been so graciously welcomed and greeted and arms wide open by the Japanese folks here in town. Can we give them all a huge round of applause, please? You have been such wonderful hosts for us, and we love all of your participation and the turnout here in Tokyo. I'm talking to so many fans out here who are just ready to have a good time. Hi, what's your name?
Pizza.
Tatsuya. Where are you from? Japan. Yeah!
Fun.
I love that. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Cherie.
Cherie, where are you from?
Sydney, Australia. Aussie. Oi, oi, oi.
Oi, oi.
Australia.
Oi, oi, oi. It is a global phenomenon. not only do we have fans from around the world, we've got cosplayers from around the world. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Hi, my friend. I'm loving the cosplay. Hi, what's your name? I love your accent. It's so great. It's great. Now, we've had a great week here in Tokyo, and I know you've been waiting to see what we're going to bring out for the final day. What are you looking forward to most?
Tady určitě neřekne.
Incredible. I can't agree with you more. Oh, my gosh. When you throw it all in, when you take it all in, what are some of the best words you're going to walk away? What's the experience you're walking away with? What a breath of fresh air. Oh, it really is. As you can tell, we're going to have so much fun with all of you, and it includes everyone on this stage and everyone working tirelessly behind the scenes to bring this to you. Thank you to our entire crew. But I want to send it over right now to the best carver here in Japan. Give it up for our man Oki, everybody. Hi. How do I do that? We love you, Oki.
Co to může chudák?
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Cookie is at a loss for words. It's such a beautiful day on the floor today.
He's overwhelmed.
He's upgrading every day. Today he has a knife and moving fast. Oh yeah,
Exciting.
he's been doing a lot. Yeah,
He's overworked.
it's a little over, but I'll tell you what. Cookie is not the only one working hard for you. We're going to be working hard for you today as well. We got a lot for you on day 3.
While we make our way off these banthas, because it's getting kind of crazy. Can we go to Tashi Station and pick up
To je
some
šílený.
burgers? Oh, that's exactly what we're going to do.
Ano, ty.
But surreptitiously, so we got to get off the banthas too.
Yes, okay, we're gonna get off these banthas, and then you should stay tuned because we're gonna jump on over to the celebration stage and hear all about Star Wars Visions Volume 3.
Give it up for
Den
Visions!
třetí collaboration. Toho Visions. Tady trailer na film. Animák. Visions, Star Wars.
Star Wars Celebration, make some noise for your host, Sasha and DJ Toro!
Teď jsou ti hlavní.
Do you hear us? Yeah! Right. Okay, welcome to the Star Wars Visions Volume 3 First Look! Thank you so much for coming! Yeah! And you guys having fun? All right. I don't hear anything. Are you having fun? That's what I want, yeah. さあ、ということで、スター・ウォーズ・ビジョンズ・ボリューム3ファーストルック、初出しステージということになりますね。Who's from Japan? 日本から来てる方
日本から来てる方
Who's from Japan?
日本の方いらっしゃいますか
ください
Any Japanese, huh?
そして、Who's from abroad, from overseas?
Yeah! Worldwide!
Well, just to mention, we're gonna use a lot of Japanese for this stage, so follow the words on the screen. Yeah. さあということで、one more time, my name is Sasha, and this is.
And my name is DJ Taro. Everybody, よろしくお願いいたしま
And
す。
thank you.
Look at this crowd and
To je to oznámení teď.
enjoy.
To
So,
je-
I want to ask, do you have any Visions fan in the
To
room?
jde do,
Visions 好きな人? All right.
I love Vision.
došel až teď, tak to je to oznámení Star Wars. Tam bude i s Fortnitem oznámení.
You waited all the weekend for this, and we are finally here, and we are thrilled to be here with the many fantastic fans, and here they get to sneak
Many
peek
peníze.
at Volume
Říkali.
3.
Exactly.
Yes. 今日はですね、もうせっかくこれだけ皆さん待っていただいたので、少しでもビジョン3を楽しんでいただこうということで、楽しいコンテンツいっぱい用意してますんで、皆さん楽しんでくださいね。
はい。
All
All
right.
right. The Japanese fans knows. So.
To se fanoušci to říkali.
Here to discuss the
Diskuze.
critically acclaimed anthology's much anticipated return to anime. Please welcome James Ball, Star Wars Vision executive producer.
Yeah.
Producent
Welcome. Hi James.
Visions seriálu.
Minasan, Ohio gozaimasu. Yes.
Great.
Look great. Perfect. This is a huge crowd.
It is.
This is a lot of Star Wars Visions fans. If you're in cosplay,
Yeah,
if
do you
you're
know
in
that there's a stand over there and there
I
are
see
people,
that.
lots of people?
if you're in Visions cosplay, will you stand up?
Vision cosplays. Visionのコスプレしてる人
Look
立
at
ち上が
that.
ってく
Look
だ
at
さ
that.
い。
Yeah.
日本の皆さん
That's
で
so
も。
incredible.
I can see you.
That's so incredible.
Nestíhám překládat.
Great. Oh, that's so incredible to see. It's amazing.
Neříkám.
So, since 2021, Visions has brought a
Jsem
fresh and
2021 Visions.
perspective to our Star Wars galaxy, right?
Star Wars Galaxy.
Yeah.
Ring.
Through unique, visually stunning shots created by some of the world's top animation studios. Visions Volume 1 and 2 garnered widespread praise for its creativity, diversity, and animation style and bold storytelling. And quickly becoming a global success to both Star Wars and also anime fans.
Yes. And anime fans certainly embraced the Volume 1 and Volume 2. Took Visions in a
Volume
different
2.
direction by exploring the various animation styles. Yes. And what made you want to move beyond the anime?
Myslím,
Well,
nevím,
in
to.
general, Visions as a concept really came from a passion for the animated medium. I think we've always deeply admired the craftsmen that bring such great storytelling, through animation. And so, as we were talking about how we could celebrate
Máme
that,
mluvení.
we ended up coming up with a concept really focused on anime.
Concept.
Really focused on celebrating Star Wars through the anime perspective, through the idea of really giving Japanese culture a spotlight within Star Wars and influence on Star Wars in general. But during the process, I think the thing we
Něco z
realized
Hypex.
was this was actually incredible. We were seeing things we had never seen before. Looks at Star Wars that could only come from unique cultures and animation techniques that are, germane to those cultures. And so we thought, what would this look like on a global stage? And
Může
from
být
there,
dva seriály,
Kathleen Kennedy,
který mají
who's always been such a
má
great
Disney
influence
Plus,
in animation
na Disney
and
Go.
this vision in particular. Right. And the rest is history. We had a really incredible experience. We went on like a globe trekking tour. We got to work with Aardman and Claymation.
Yeah.
We got to work with Punk Rob.
Yeah.
But Aardman fans, I am your mother. All right, that's great. We got to work with CG with Punk Robot, who did CG that sort of simulated that claymation look. And then, of course, the pride of Ireland, beautiful hand-drawn work of Cartoon Saloon. It was truly an incredible experience. But at every celebration, I did my best to always hint that we'd one day come back to Japan, and one day do more anime. And so I'm so excited to be here today and to work with these master craftsmen again, and to actually watch this incredible anime and Star Wars fan base that's unlike any other fan base in the world react to see some of their favorite studios
Ve světový
tell their Star Wars story.
studio.
Wonderful. Great.
Incredible. Yeah. Thank you.
Děkujeme to.
So you've been working with the wonderful studios, right?
And let's roll a graphic so you can see the
Graphic?
studio.
All right.
Is that okay? Whoa.
This is Vision
Vision
2.
1 and 2. Let's go to
Next one.
Visions.
Click.
Dvojka, trojka.
I don't have the
Well,
clicker.
Bude dvojky tam, trojka. Viděli trailer? Jo, trailer. A ten film. Studio. Ukáž toho filmu. Star Wars Visions. Volume 3. Přesně písně.
This is an incredible lineup.
wow.
Za ukázkem taková menší.
And some are returning.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, along with studios that are new to the Star Wars Visions framework, and of course our incredible partners at Cubic Pictures, what have been invaluable in Star Wars Visions Volume 1 and Volume 3. You're also seeing some returning studios.
Yeah.
But I think the thing that's really exciting is it's not just the studios that you'll see. We're continuing the stories of some of the most beloved shorts in Vision Volume 1. And so I'm happy to announce today that we're continuing stories for The Duel,
Yeah. Woo.
The Village Bride,
Yeah.
and The Ninth
To, že to
Jedi.
nevidíte,
These threes are coming
uraz
back.
přetu.
It's been. I love it. Wow. That's how I felt when we decided we were.
Pojďte mi chyba, jsme tam dám dát.
It's been an absolute joy to be in this battle again with Kamikaze Dogi, Kinema Citrus, Production IG, and directors Mizuno-san, Haga-san, and Shoitani-san.
Yeah.
They're all such incredible storytellers. Can we bring them out?
All right.
All right. Why not?
Okay, we'd love
Yes.
to welcome the filmmakers behind these returning stories to the stage to share more about their
Že
journey
nějaký
from
herči
Volume 1 to Volume 3.
do Visions
Please join me
3.
in
Star Wars
welcoming
Vision 3.
Kamikaze Doga's director, Takanobu Mizuno.
Yeah.
Kinema Citrus director, Hitoshi Haga. And Production IG's director and
Production.
writer, Naoyoshi
Máš
Shiotani.
tu produkci toho?
ようこそお越しくださいました。大きな拍手を
Please welcome once again.
Make some noise.
Wow.
How incredible is this to be together after we've been working together so long and to see such amazing talent.
この長い間働いてきて、ここで一緒にステージに上がれて、本当に素晴らしい経験だと思っていますということですけれどもね。We're also really excited. Thank you.
Look, it's our pleasure. Each of your stories are just incredible. Each of you have left such a lasting impact on the Star Wars galaxy.
Děčí, tam stojí na pódiu teď.
Thank you.
はい、どれも素晴らしいものばかりでですね、素晴らしいこのスター・
To
ウォ
tam
ーズ
ti
に対
tři,
してですね、さらにこう与えてくれるような作品ばかりで、
jenom zde vidět
本当に嬉しいと思って
v
おり
tom
ます。
malým.
Right? Yeah.
Really? Reálně?
This is their time to shine. I really want to make sure that their stories get the time in the spotlight, and you all have the time to talk about what you've been making. So I'm going to go backstage.
Okay.
But I might be back later. I have some other potentially cool
All
things
right.
to show you later. So,
right.
arigato gozaimasu.
All right. Talk to you later, James.
James, thank you.
Teď budou mluvit ti tři. Asi.
ありがとうございます、ジェームス。また後ほどね、彼に戻っていただきたいと思います。いろいろお話をお伺いしたいと思います。さあ、そして、
そうですね。And from here on, we're gonna switch to Japanese. Okay. さあ、水野監督、原監督にまず聞いていきたいと思いますけれども、数年ぶりにスター・ウォーズのはるか銀河の彼方へのですね、旅が帰ってきた、この気持ちは、水野さん、どうですか？
Thank you for waiting. Ronin is back.
Ik zie rechtjes die dan bedoeld hadden.
前作の後、ずっと作りたいと、もっともっとローリンのストーリーを作りたいと思ったので、CG スタジオのアニマと協力して、続編を作ることができたことは、
Oké, naar project.
ありがとうございます。
原さんはどうでしょうか？
やっと帰ってこれました。
We're finally back.
帰りなさい。
お待たせしました。僕も待ちました。
Waited as well, yeah. Okay. さあ、ということで、あとは
はい、そして塩谷さんはですね、今回、神山健二監督のですね、後を受けられまして、9人目のジェダイ、ナインジェダイの脚本、監督を務められたわけなんですが、スター・ウォーズ関連のこの作品を担当されたのは初めてと伺っておりますけど、今回このスター・ウォーズに関わってみて、どんなお気持ちですか？
はい、光栄でした。とても刺激的な作品というか世界観で、はい、ものすごく魅了されました。
ファンの皆さんは、キャラクターについてですね、やっぱりもっと知りたい、もっと教えてほしいという気持ちだと思いますけど、Do you wanna know more about the Vision 3? Right, everybody? Yeah? では、まずは水野監督からね、お願いいたします。The Duel、最後にですね、ローランが村を使い、このシスのですね、倒した。今そのシーンでね、映ってますけど、この後、浪人には一体何が待ち受けているんでしょうか？はい、今回は The Duel Payback というタイトルになります。Payback。
はい。
Kom maar naspelen.
あれからも
Nog een beat. Ook nog voor jou.
数多くのシスを追いかけては倒し続けています。
Moest.
しかし今回、グランドマスターというジェダイ
Ik heb maar terug. Jedi, Milo. Classic knop.
最大の
Maar
敵を倒すために、
mocht
姉さんというシステム
Stamina.
抽選をこの
Het is allemaal. Zo.
人間と言いますか、機械というか、
Indianen.
そんな感じのキャラクターになります。
はい。
Terug te zien.
何か因縁のあるようなキャラクターです。
そのキャラクターも、奥崎隆さんのね、キャラクターデザインが本当に素晴らしくて、命を吹き込んでると思うんですけど、その新登場となる今お話したグランドマスター。
Chewbacca!
これ先行
Dit was weer Chewbacca.
何か先行映像を見せていただくことは可能なんでしょうか？はい、これがそうです。はい、これがそう。これが今日持ってきた。
Mas dat Fortnite shop ook dat tam nes tam je.
これは何パーセントぐらいですか？仕上がり。
Chewbacca.
デザインがですね、これはもう完全に。
Dat zit er ook in Apple. Lekker passo. Wat je Apple? We hebben alleen de schoppel. Spikek Sam. A zwrep hem na zbraň. A skin. Co se snaž celý baxuje.
マンダロリアンに登場しましたね。で、今回この、体が小さいので、マイキーに手伝ってもらって、移動する。
Doe maar over. Ja. Stink. Kijk de skin. Is goed. Goed er maar als Willy. Dan. Maar die ga je. Ik heb je maar kies op het zo. Oké. Karakter. Maar nog een beetje. Karakter ook. Ja. Moment. Zeker. Als we de zaad. Wat? Moment. Hier toch?
動いて命を持つのか、楽しみですね。はい。
Is not. Ground is not. Skin. Was bezat. Oké, goed van dat. Wie met de blij? Sekund.
ね、はい、すごいです。
はい
もっともっといろいろお話をお伺いしたいところなんですが、
Atom.
はい、始まったばかりなんですけど、
ね。
デュエオペイバックのファーストルックでございました。ありがとうございました。Thank you so much. Thank you.
Děkuju. Děkuju.
ありがとうございます。
さあ、
Glitch bright.
村の花嫁
Glitch
原監督
most.
2人の村人同士の結婚、村のしきたり、そしてマギナ、コースの信仰をですね、中心とした物語だったわけですけれども、その侵略者たちがですね、花嫁を奪おうと村にやってきた時、元ジェダイのエムが村を救うために行動を起こしたという話。で、ファンの皆さんに向けてストーリーの見どころをお話し、いただけますでしょうか。どこのストーリー、続きなんですね。続き。これが、
Oh no. Mal. Sabotage.
じゃあ、ロストワンズ。
The Lost Ones。
日本の放題で言うと、さまよう者たち。
さまよう者たち。
Familiar show? Wel. Hier. Konde dat? Oké. 66. Hoe? Nou 5. Demos. Oh no, back up. Zet erbij. En zo? Giet jij?
これはそのスケッチなんですか、まだ。
これは制作過程の。
じゃあこれが動くってことですか。
そうですね。もうこれはほぼほぼ
今
出てる。
はい。
動くよ。
Google.
動かないですよね、今日はね。
今日は動かないのか。
Vind je Google?
今日何が出てくるのか。僕も。
Ja, zet skočím. Za chvíli budu back.
この作品があるカーラーの物語っていうのはものすごく壮大な物語に入っていまして、でその中でやはり僕が作るのは短編というか短いながらにどう物語を落とすかだと思っているので、そこはもうとても彼女にとって生涯忘れないであろう物語っていうのを作ったつもりで、描きました。なるほど。
マスターが抱える問題って何なんですか。これはネタバレになっちゃう。
いや、なんないですけど、あれですね、なんていうんだろう、この作品の中だと戦争が起きている中で、カ カーラが生まれる前、長いことずっと戦争が続いていた。
なるほど。
はい、そこで戦争に巻き込まれた人がいる。でそれがこの、ワードに出てるマスターであり、でそこでカーラが父を探す旅に出てる中で出会い起きる。
なるほど。
はい、
ということは今回もカーラのアクションシーンは
なかなか言いづらい。
いや、あるんですけど、
ある
見せたいのは実はそこではない。
どうぞ。
先ほどお話ししたように、もう彼女が一生忘れない物語を描くっていうことをテーマに置いていたので、
はい、
はい、戦うというか守るに近いお話。
ちょっとジェダイの聖地に近い感じですね。
あ、そうですね。成長物語として描いたので。
なるほど。ということで、本編が非常に待ち遠しいです。塩谷監督、ありがとうございます。
はい、
ありがとうございます。
さあ、それではですね、水野監督、羽賀監督、そして塩谷監督、本日はご参加いただきましてありがとうございました。現在制作中のね、新しいストーリーもございますので、そちらも楽しみにしております。
ありがとうございました。
Mr. Haga, Mr. Shiotani, thank you so much. All right. So, from now on, we're going to move on to the 6 new stories. ボリューム3で新たに登場する6つの物語を制作しているスタジオよりクリエイターの皆様にもお越しいただいております。So, one by one. まずはキネマシトラスですね。キネマシトラスさんはボリューム3で2本目となる短編「ユコの宝物」を制作されているんですけれども、本日は監督の立花正樹さんにお越しいただきたいと思います。立花さんに大きな拍手を送ってください。Mr. 立花 welcome.
Please welcome. 本日はお越しいただきありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
早速このユコの宝物についてお話を伺っていきたいと思います。よろしくお願いします。
ユコの宝物はお世話ドロイドのビリーと、ちょっと甘えん坊の男の子ユコっていうのが
かわいい
ですね。
はい。
あ、これがユコなんですね。
そうですね。
ですね、ユコ
ユコっていうこれが主人公で小さい男の子なんです。ちょっと甘ったれでビリーと一緒に暮らしてるんですが、事件に巻き込まれるというようなお話です。
お、これはMy Dad?
これは初期のラフですね。まだキャラが固まってない時のなんです。
そうなんだ。
はい。
すごい
もう一人ですね、ちょっと手助けしてくれる男の子が。
ビリー。
ビリーはこれは
これがビリー？
一緒に。
This is Billy?
これビリー。
そうです。
めちゃくちゃ可愛いですね。
一緒に暮らしてるこれドロイドなんですけど。
ドロイドなんですね。
はい。
He's a droid.
電子レンジから出てきた。
電子レンジなんです。
電子レンジから出てきた。
はい。
そうだよね。
お腹に
電子レンジが。
He has a microwave.
In his belly.
Wow.
Did you see that?
なんかマイクロウェーブだけじゃなくて他のものもいろいろ出てきそう。
なんかバケツみたいな。あれアイスクリームメーカーですか、バケツ。
丸いのは多分水が入ってる。
水が入ってる。なんでアイスクリームメーカー。
ならない。
Water stuff.
Wow.
かわいいビリー。
かわいい。
You like Billy?
このクマ風ビリーのキャラクターデザインのインスピレーションはどこから来てるんですか？
はい。結構ちょっとみなしごでこのビリーに育ててもらって一緒に暮らしてるんですけど、包容力があってキュートで、一緒にいると安心するっていうキャラクターにしたいなと思って、で、いろいろデザインを悩んだんですけど、こういうデザインしたって感じ。
かわいいです。
はい。クマは包容力があるというイメージですか？
いや、もうモフモフしているとこ飛びつきたくなる。
なるほど。
なるほど。ギュッとしたくなる。
いいですね。このキャラクター可愛いっていうのもストーリーと関係するんですか？
そうですね。主人公がちょっと甘えん坊なんですよね。で、ちょっと寂しい気持ちも持ってて、それでいつもそばにいて安心できるっていうのをちょっとビジュアル化したんですが、これキネマの会長がすごくこだわってたんで、
そうなんですね。
コンペで出してこれで受かったというか、ぜひ見てみたい。
動いてるの見たい。
なんか動いてるの見たいというか、なんか今日何か少し見せてもらえるもの
そうですね。
あるんですか？
はい、ちょっと少しムービーがあります。
本当ですか？We can see the movie? Really?
He brought us some little snippet of the movie.
Yeah.
All right.
じゃあお願いします。
Let's check it out. ちょっと待って。ビリー大きい。
大きいです。
ビリー was
Billy is
taller
bigger
than
than
I
I
expected.
Yes.
ね、
あんな大きかったんですね、ビリーはね。
もうギュッとして甘えられるサイズ。
なるほど。
モスアイズリー。
そうです。
場所的にはです
ハト
ね。
ミーンのお話。
はい、ですね。Now you like Billy more, right? ありがとうございます。スペシャルな映像まで見せていただきまして。はい、ということで、立花監督どうもありがとうございました。大きな拍手お願いいたします。
ありがとうございました。
Thank you so much.
ビリー大きかったね。
ねえ。
Like you, Sasha.
僕みたいに。
そう。
さあ次は行きましょう。
はい。
The Smuggler 大塚正彦監督です。Mr. 大塚 Welcome to the stage.
Yeah!
Welcome on stage, Master 大塚監督ようこそお越し
ようこそお越しいただ
い
きました。
実は大塚さんは、ボリューム1で The Elder、ジエルダーをですね作られたんですけれども、今回はボリューム3で全く新しい物語ということ、続きものではないということですね。
そうですね。
ニューチャレンジ。
はい。
はい、どんな気持ちですか今。
実は前回はもうこれで引退という話をして、また作ってしまったので若干気まずいんですけども、
いよいよ。
まあでもここに来れて、
はい、
とても嬉しいです。
いや
ありがとうございます。
またお越しいただいて本当に嬉しいですけれども、ね、The Smuggler、盗っ人ってことですよね、多分ね、
はい、
イメージとしては。その盗っ人たちにスポットライトを今度は当てようと思ったのはなぜで、これがコンセプトアートですかね。で、なぜ、こういう、ストーリーのちょっと中身も若干ネタバレしない程度に教えていただければと思うんですけど、
はい、
割と前回は、シリアスな、物語だったんですけども、今回はそういうならず者が、主人公になっていって活躍する活劇みたいな楽しい作品にしたかったんで、ちょっと新しいチャレンジをしました。
これ左右にいるのが主人公ですか？
真ん中にいる
女の子ですね。
真ん中の女の子が主人公。
はい、チタ、ね、主人公のチタ。なんかチタはちょっといでたちがなんかハンソロを彷彿させるというか、なんか
そうですね。密業者みたいな感じのキャラなんですけども、それで打ち合わせをした時に密業者って言えばハンソロだよねみたいなことで、ちょっとやっぱりデザインも似ちゃいましたね。
でもこうなんか新キャラクターをある意味その違和感なくこう既存のスター・ウォーズの世界観の中にこう織り交ぜていく、なんかそういう監督なりの秘訣みたいなのってあるんですか？
そうですね。見てもらって分かると思うんですけど、ちょっと見覚えのあるようなキャラクターもいると思うんですけども、そういうのを交えてスター・ウォーズの世界観
to větším takto.
ことはいただきました。
そしてこれは左がコンセプトで右側は背景ですか？
舞台になる惑星が今回の作品のために新しく出てくる惑星なので、そういう文化というか街のデザインなんかもちょっと頑張りました。
なんかイメージはあるんですか？
そうですね。
文化的なイメージ。
逆にその地球ではない、ものにしなきゃいけないところで、でもとはいえその生活感があるという意味ではどっか見覚えのあるような空気というところで、いろんな国の要素を取り入れて、ちょっと違うものに。
Ready? Připraven?
細部のこだわりがすごいですね、背景のね。
そうですね。
なんかこの街の先に何があるのかね、ちょっと先々。
そこは本当にスタッフ、良いスタッフが
Here.
集まってくれたので、
Ready?
頑張りました。
これ左右のもの同じ街っていうこと？
そうですね。一つの街の街。
Kolik to here? Hier znamená zde.
なるほど。はい。
もう今何割ぐらい完成なんですか？
もう完成してます。
もう全部完成してるの。素晴らしい。ぜひ見るの楽しみにしております。大塚監督、本日はどうもありがとうございました。
Děkujeme, thank you. Děkujeme.
ぜひ惑星ゼナリタで地下の冒険を楽しんでいただきたいと思います。
さあ次は行きましょう。
さあ続いてはですね、ウィットスタジオ制作によりますアクション満載の The Bounty Hunters について、山本純一監督からお話を伺いたいと思います。
Mr. Yamamoto, please welcome.
Welcome. Vítej.
ようこそ。
Vítej.
ようこそお越しいただきました。
ようこそ。
Máš kávu, kontr.
気になります。バウンティハンターズはみんな好きだと思うんですけど、スター・ウォーズの世界でどんなお話でしょう？
そうですね、賞金稼ぎの、セブンっていうキャラクターと、ちょっと変わった相棒であるワポーっていうキャラクターがこうバディモノになってい
Hier
て、
is hij.
この2人ですか？
あ、そうですね、
これ、右側がイバフォー、
あ、そうです。
左側がセブ
Oké,
ン。
セブン。
はい。
het
で、
is van.
その2人が、ちょっと変わった実業家からちょっと仕事を依頼されて、ちょっと不思議な物語に巻き込まれる。
とか賞金稼ぎですもんね。これまた違うキャラクターです。
あ、そうですね、今のこの怪しげなちょっとイケメンの実業家がです。
これが実業家なんで、
はい、
この人に雇われるような形。
そうです
ね。
ちょっと依頼したいという形で、はい、ちょっと不思議な。
まあでも、スター・ウォーズの世界にはこういったね、アイコニックな2人組というのが多数登場するわけなんですけど、今、このセブンとイバフォーの
Dit is gewoon genoeg de actualisatie in de zaal.
存在になるんじゃないかなと思うんですけど、この2人の主人公を描くっていうプロセスはですね、監督にとってはどうでしたか？やっぱ楽しい作業でした。生みの苦労みたいな。
そうですね、やっぱりこう、
Ik ben origineel van mijn zaal. Ik had mee update. Ik wil weer godine. Dus het is niet zo minut.
セブンっていうキャラクターの割とこうメタファーというかですね、この彼女とのこのリンクみたいなところもあったりするので、それもぜひ楽しんでもらえると嬉しいなという感じでございます。
なるほど。いやー、こちらもね、面白そうですけど、どんな冒険活劇的な感じ？
そうですね、まあ、そうですね、アクション活劇という感じ。
アクション活劇的な、楽しみにしたいと思います。バウンティーハンターズの新コンビ、ね、今から配信されて画面で見るのが楽しみでございます。ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
Fortnite. Zet je hem niet?
Next up from Project Studio Q、プロジェクトスタジオ Q、小林博康監督です。
Hero.
Mr. 小林。Put your hands together, please.
Dat is het
ようこそお越しいただきました。
toch go door.
How do?
いや、
さあ、
ありがとうございます。
4枚羽の歌というタイトルなんですね。The Song of Four Wings。どんなお話でしょう
？4枚羽って言ったら、はい、スター・ウォーズでは、ね、X タイプ、
はい、X ですね、
ウィング。
はい。
それを、まあちょっとモチーフにした。
はい。これは何のコンセプトですか？
これは、みんなが大好きな、まあ、主人公のクラネという少女というか、まあ、お姫様。
はい。
お姫様。
プリンセス。
プリンセス。はい。はい。そうなんですね。これが主人公として活躍する。
Kreeg. Zo. Dat is hier hoor. Moet. Hier.
お、ちょっと R2 ニットっぽいけど、
Oh.
結構、
Ja.
のあるドロイドな。
Oké, cool. Maar die is knop.
でもやっぱスター・ウォーズに出てくるプリンセスはあまりおとなしいプリンセスがいませんから、すごくこうやんちゃなというか冒険に出ちゃう
Princess Giselle.
そういう感じですか。
But just.
インタレスティングスター・ウォ
Dat
ーズ
is.
アニメ
Nee.
作りたかったんですね。
おお、これも
結構これは
AT&T ボスっぽいかな。
ですね。はい。ね、ボス感出てます。
昔の、まあ、ジョー・ジョンストンデザイン、
はい、
エッセンス。
なるほど。
結構メカを今回はいっぱいフィーチャー。
Die is best met die. Ale finální stage eventu zatím není. Nebojte, sleduju to. Kdyby to bylo, tak bych vám to natočil. To se stále nic.
クローラー、はい、本当にメカニックが大好きで、今回もそこを重点的に。
なるほど。
ということでメカはいっぱい出てくる。
出てきます。
でもメカ好きには、はい、たまらないです。
なるほど。
もともとメカが得意なスタジオなので、
はい、はい。それを存分に生かした、はい、動きのあるそんな作品になってくるんですね。
そうですね。
はい、楽しみでございます。
そしてこの作品の中のこの音楽というのも非常にユニークだ。
Dus kan klopt.
作品のこの機械的な雰囲気も素晴らしいんですけど、これを引き立たせる作曲にはですね、なんとテイ・トーアさん絡んでるというふうに伺ってるんですけど、このコラボレーションはトーアテイ is getting involved in this。
そうなんです。だからまあそのいわゆるオーケストレーションというのではなく、もっとちょっとエレクトロニックな
エレクトロニックな感じですね。
はい。それがミックスされて、かなりいい感じになってます
テイさん連絡したら、なんで知ってんのっていう。ビジョンズでちょっとそういう話するんだよ。
そうなんですね。
Moses.
聞くの楽しみ。
Magic
はい、で
Meadows.
ございます。小林監督、ありがとうございました。
Meadows
小林。
ありがとうございました。
さあ、どんどん行きましょう。続いてはポリゴンピクチャーズから The Bird of Paradise、 吉平直弘監督です。どうぞ。
どうぞ。
ようこそお越しいただきました。
ようこそお越しいただきました。さあ、この作品はですね、どんなテーマで出来上がった作品なのかちょっと教えていただけますか。
はい、この「スター・ウォーズ」やビジョンズで非常にたくさんのストーリーがあって、その中でまだ誰も見たことがないようなストーリーを作ろうと考えていた時に、ジョージ・ルーカスがジョセフ・キャンベルの神話の法則に基づいて「スター・ウォーズ」が生まれたように、日本の古い話をスター・ウォーズの世界に持っていて、日本人がさまざまなものに祈ったり感謝をしたり、自分の内面と話し合う、そういうストーリーをジェダイの成長を通じて語れたらと思います。
全てのものに魂が宿る、そういうことですか。これだってずいぶん小さい世界ですね。植物ですか。
はい、これはテーマになる植物ですね。
なんかでも絵のタッチがすごくなんかとてもアートというか、
はい、
意味というのがすごくアート性を感じますよね。
ストーリーの中でキャラクターが盲目になっていくんですけど、その時に盲目の中で心で感じる景色というものを描いていくために、現実と幻想とさまざまな世界を行き来するという意味で、いろんなアートワーク、
すごい。
泣き目というキャラクターだけどダークサイドもあるんですか。
はい、アートワークをいろんなアートワークを一つのフィルムの中に入れた作品を作ろうと考えたんです。
なるほど。
すごいな。映像がちょっと
見れちゃうんですか。
OK、
見せていただきましょうか。
お
願いします。
One, OK, let's check it out。 これまだ映像コンセプトアートですね。
そうです。
いやー、本当に絵の世界観がすごい綺麗ですよね。
ありがとうございます。この作品、フォースをビジュアライズするっていうことにもチャレンジする作品なので、ぜひ公開を楽しみにいただきたいと思います。
ちょっとコンセプトアートの写真2枚ぐらいすっ飛ばしちゃったんで、ちょっと戻しますね。
そうですね。
Can you bring
見れるのかな。
the slides a little bit? Concept arts.
Next.
After this,
Yes.
we skip like two.
Yeah.
This one. これははい。
はい、これは彼女がさまよう森の現実の世界のビジュアルですね。
現実の世界。
はい。
ということは現実じゃない世界もある。
もちろんです。さまざまな精神的な世界や盲目で感じる世界を行き来する、そういうフィルムです。
もう一枚ありましたね。And the next one. これは大きな木ですね。
はい、日本ではご神木と樹齢何千年もあって魂が宿っているような木があるので、それをモチーフにしたコンセプトアートになります。
これ主人公がそこにいるのか。
はい、小さく
随分と大きな木っていうことですね。
すごいですね。はい。日本語で言うと極楽鳥の花という作品ですね。はい。
バードパラダイス
ですね。
はい、どうも
しております。
はい、どうもありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。Thank you。本当すごかったね。どの作品も本当に特徴がすごく個性があって。
終わりですか。
いや、今度最後にですね、デイビッドプロダクション制作による、ブラックの共同プロデューサーのですね、ジェイコブ・エアーズさんにお話を伺いたいと思います。はい、ということで、ジェイコブさんどうぞお越しください。
Welcome, Jacob Ayers.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining this time. あれ、ジェイコブさんって日本語も
日本語で。
日本語でいいんだ。
はい、一応すみません。
ジェイコブさん、日本語でお願いします。本日はご参加ありがとうございます。まず今回はどのようなこの立場からですね、このブラックの制作に関わってらっしゃるのか教えていただけますか。
はい、DJ とアルフソン、ありがとうございます。今日ここに来られてとっても嬉しいです。 先ほどご紹介いただきました通り、私はこの作品で共同プロデューサーを担当し、監督、脚本の大平さんと一緒に働きました。本日、監督も同席できればよかったのですが、残念ながら出席が叶わず、私が代わりに作品についてお話しすることを喜んでくれています。
はい、ありがとうございます。はい。
ね、実はもうブラックのコンセプトアップは割と今年初めて出たんですよね。そうで、これですね。おお、すごい。これ大平監督とデビットプロダクションがストームトゥルーパーに光を当てようということでよろしいですか？ストームトゥルーパーをコンセプトにした。
そうですね、主人公が、はい、ストームトゥルーパーです。
おお、緑と赤ですかね。これはなぜストームトゥルーパーを主人公にしようと思ったんでしょう？
もともとモブキャラクターだからこそ監督は着目したことなんですけれども、それぞれのトゥルーパーの人生が気になったことや、フォースっていう特殊能力を持たないキャラに焦点を当てて、どのように映像化するか挑戦したいと思ったところもあり、芸術家としても黒い背景に乗るその白いシルエットが魅力的に感じたと言います。
なるほど。で、今日はなんかビデオも
あるんですね。
はい。あると聞いてます。
あると聞いてます。
聞いてます。
じゃあぜひビデオご覧ください。
今回ブラックの監督をさせていただきました大平信也と申します。今回の役割はシナリオ、コンテ、演出、キャラクターデザイン、作監督、ウェディングカー。トルーパーっていうのはやっぱりその物語のそのやっぱりモブキャラっていう、役割かなっていうところ。ただその人それぞれやっぱりその人生だったり生き方思いだったりっていうのがあって、でトルーパー自身にもやっぱり、そういう思いっていうのもあるんだろう。皆さんに、これから特別映像として、ブラックを見ていただきたいと、思います。お願いいたします。
かっこいいけどストームトゥルーパーが主人公の割には結構やられてませんでした？
だいぶやられちゃってますね。
ね、楽しみです。動きがすごく有機的な。
そうですね。すごい大平さんの独特なスタイルも踏襲しつつ作っている感じです。
音楽もいいですよね。なんかね。
はい。ということでヤンさんありがとうございました。Thank you so much, Mr. Ayers。
いやもうとにかく今日は非常に、多くの作品のねいろいろ細かいところチェックすることができてどう思いますか？
いやめちゃめちゃ面白かったけど、どれも見たいんですけど、すごい作品によってテイストがとっても広くて、これがビジュアルグラフィック日本アニメらしいなと。
Denk je dat Stars taky nic?
ちょっとこうその昔っぽいアニメのタッチがあったりとか、アートっぽい作品があったりとか、やっぱコンセプトも自由なのがね、このビジョンズのいいところだと思います。
そうですね。さあというふうに見てきたんですけれども、James told us that he will be back.
Yeah, he said.
Okay, is James here?
James,
where are you?
Welcome back.
Welcome back, James.
Peter spreekt James.
Wow, what a wonderful animes that we just saw.
It's incredible lineup.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much for bringing it all together.
It's amazing.
So James, I feel like we heard so many wonderful things about Star Wars Visions Volume 3 today, and but you said you have something to share, right?
Really?
Did you remember that you said?
I said that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you say that? My memory is terrible these days. Is that?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah.
All right.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
Who heard that? Who heard
Oh
that?
yeah. Okay. I guess I didn't say that.
Uzbek taky,
Back out
podcast.
of that.
Something. Musím slyšet už.
This panel with about three more.
Three more.
Really?
Three more. Not one, two, three more.
Three more.
All right.
So the first one is something I'm sure everybody in here is wondering. That when,
Hier znamená,
yeah.
že
When are you
hier
going
zde.
to see this incredible lineup?
Next year.
No.
No.
Not from that.
Much sooner.
Much sooner?
Okay. Much right. All right.
Hate Star Wars.
Visions Volume 3 comes out.
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus. October 29th.
29.
October 29th.
10月29
10月オクトーバー。
Only a few more months.
今年です。秋。Wow.
All right. That's yeah. Not so far away.
But also, I mean, you're all here. And, you know,
Have
the end of the panel. And I feel like we would be really remiss if we didn't at least show you a little sizzle. Or a little something more.
Yeah. You want to see that?
It's now. I'll be
Full
honest. This is
trailer.
Okay. You know, this is kind of a sampler. This is a taster.
Taster.
But it'll give you a really
Reálně?
good sense how amazing this one is going to be. So let's roll
Říká
that in 1
to.
second. But one thing I do want to say is I did say there's
Jednu sekundu prý.
so make sure you stick around until after the sizzle. There might be one more.
Okay, don't go away, right?
Okay. All right. Enjoy.
Sorry.
Okay, let's look at it.
De trailer. Waar het oké?
As you travel the path of knowledge, your connection to the Force
Trailer.
grows
Nou, bijzonder.
stronger. Entrust yourself to the flow of nature. Let it guide you. Let the Force guide you.
Yes, Master. Do the Jedi really exist? There's no such thing as the Force, right?
帝国と揉めてる感じ。
あなたと同じく。All we are to them is a nuisance.
Goed překládat, koukám to. Pomáhá překládat a říkám
騒ぎを起こすやつは叩き切るよ。
This message is for the Jedi. Surrender immediately.
どうするつもり？
突破します。
Let's go!
Yes. Wat?
To be with my family.
私たちはそれを解放したいだけだ。一緒についていってやる。強くなれ。強いジェダイになって。
Visions. Star Wars.
Wow, James, can't wait till October.
Did you like what you saw?
Yeah.
Woo! What a sizzle. All right, James.
Dus dat is verschrikkelijk. Klinkt dat ze.
Things to announce. This was the second one, right?
Už mi to se seká. To proč mě ani překresne.
No.
incredibly
Jako má
excited to
tendenci kresovat.
publicly. The first time we've been working on this a long time. I've been
Fortnite
announced
už.
a bold new direction for Star Wars. One of the things we kept hearing from fans is they love the anthological format. They love to be able to see the different styles and tones and really showcase what
Fortnite.
But what they kept asking is
Většinou to chcou lidi. Fortnite.
Okay.
We'd love to see what would happen if some of these creators had a little bit more space to tell
Ještě
their
Fortnite ať.
stories.
Wow.
So I'm very proud to announce today something we're calling Star Wars Visions Presents.
Star Wars Visions presents.
Jumped the gun a little bit. With Star Wars Visions
Kenji.
Presents, we will give storytellers a bigger canvas
Miyama.
to paint on, and the opportunity to really tell long-form narratives. In Star Wars Vision's signature style of being disconnected from canon, but really just an expression of culture and talent. And so I would love to talk about the first Star Wars Visions Presents, but there's someone here today that I think would be much better to do that. Can we bring onto the stage Ninth Jedi director and writer Kenji Kamiyama.
Kamiyama-san です。
Welcome.
わあ、ようこそ。
ようこそお越しいただきました。Welcome to the Star Wars Celebration.
皆さんこんにちは。再びここに戻ってこられてすごく光栄です。
ありがとうございます。ねえ、そして神谷さん今回ご担当どんなお話になるんですか。
ナイスジェダイ短編を最初のボリューム1の時に作らせていただいて、今回塩谷監督がさらにその一つ作っていると思うんですけれども、最初の短編で
mi to přikládá. Nespíš?
旅立ったところで
Ne, učím tu.
ナイスジェダイの特徴として自分のコース
Nový, už je nějaká klepání, knov. To je story. Story je co? Story je co? Příběh. Řekla příběh. To story.
ということは、ボリューム3ね、塩谷監督の短編と、今回のまた、
そう
もう一つある。
そうですね、この後、カーラが、
ani zase. Naruto.
ビヨンズ初のシリーズか。
シリーズ。
どんなお気持ちですか？
Who's excited about that?
Jo.
You're excited about that?
Jo.
Yeah.
It's such incredible work.
ねえ。
Work práce.
Coming is very special.
これ
Speciál.
シリーズになるということでいいですか？
はい。
ね、9人目の時代。
いやー、すごいな。神谷さんは
Uveď menu. Co?
ですね、今回はシリーズ構成と、総監督という、
To jsem nestihla.
いつ見られるのか。
My
いつ見られるんでしょう。はい。同時に短編
One.
シリーズと一緒に進んでるんですけれども、その後に
A to mě.
2026年
2026.
2026. So James, it's Visions Volume 3 coming out this year and then next year.
Exactly right.
Wow.
Wow.
Exactly.
What'd you think? Yeah.
Tokyo.
Well, thank you so much for sharing this exciting news. Let's hear it again for Kenji Kamiyama. Kamiyama-san,
ありがとうございました。
Osama.
With everything happening in the galaxy, StarWars.com is the only place online that is all Star Wars
StarWars.com is the #1 destination for the saga we all love. And with an
Už
ever-evolving
kapíte
database of
Fortnite.
Star Wars information from all eras, crafts, and quizzes, you'll never run out of Star Wars to explore. StarWars.com.
Tady si má svůj stránku.
The art of Huayan Kulit has been around for over 1,000 years, but Tintoy Cho and the group Fusion Huayan Kulit have found a way to show their Star Wars fandom in their performances. Let's check it out.
Semua kapal Hindu.
Kelihatan beberapa askar Hindu sedang mencari sesuatu untuk ditemui.
Co je toto? Sapi?
Ya, aku sudah menemuinya. Ayo, kita
From
tinggalkan
Vinu.
tempat ini. Tempat ini amat berbahaya. Mari kita keluar, maka berjalan. Askar pemberontak telah ada.
To je pěkná. To je pěkná ty. Nah.
Ya, pintu di hadapan kita. Ayo, kita buka pintu sekarang. Kita keluar daripada sini. Kenapa gelap begini? Apa? Ya, apa? Siapa itu? Siapa itu? Maka di dalam kegelapan demikian, maka menjelma sang kalawet
Kam vítej.
Askar pemberontak, mati kamu. Maka dibunuh. Askar pemberontak lain.
To je ale pi. Nah.
Cepatlah kemari. Sini ni kendaki sudah kami temui. Dalam keadaan demikian, maka tiba Putri Lia Bulan.
To asi možná nebude, co?
Putri, inilah chip yang dikehendaki. Namun, boleh tak kami mengetahui apakah yang di dalamnya?
Ya, satu harapan.
Hier, znamená zde. Jo. Musíte pi. Ny je konec. Give up 10 stojíš. 10 jsou 3. Fusion.
What an amazing performance! That was fantastic. Tell us a little bit about the group. Can you introduce yourself and the rest of the performers here?
Right, okay, I'm Tin Toi Cho. I'm the founder of Fusion Wayang Kulit Malaysia. Yeah. And this is my team, my master puppeteer, Tok Dalang. And then Jack, audio programmer, Hafiz, assistant, and Take One, creative director.
Very cool. And tell us a little bit, what's the style of shadow puppet art called?
What we are doing is the Malaysian style wayang kulit or shadow puppet. So we've been doing it for 14 years, and that's what we are doing.
Co nás tady něco dělal?
Do you want to tell us a little bit about how these are made and how long each one takes? I know it's quite a process.
Right. The process takes about 2 weeks to make one. For this, we first of all start with design, and then after that, approval by master puppeteer, as usual. And then when it's approved, then we'll cut. It will take a few days, and then coloring, and then voila, we are done.
You make it sound so simple, but I know it's quite a labor of love.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Tin Toi, how long have you been performing, and at what point did you think, let's introduce Star Wars into this?
Well, I love Star Wars. I love Star Wars when I was 6. So, and there was in 2012 when we start invited to participate in the art exhibition. I said, let's try something different. And well, we combine the traditional shadow puppet and the futuristic Star Wars and do something very crazy.
Fantastic jste ho udělal.
That was such an interesting way to experience that hallway sequence in Rogue One, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like seeing it from a totally different point of view.
Yes.
And how long have you all been fans of Star Wars?
For me, since born.
Since
Or the
birth.
master, like when we start this project. So, I mean, who don't know Darth Vader, right? Do you? Right. Yeah.
Amazing. And where can people find out more about your group and how to watch your performances beyond the Star Wars Celebration live stage?
Right. I mean, we have a website, fusionwayangkulit.com, Facebook, IG, so just tag us or just come in and look for us there. Right.
Awesome. All right. Give it up for my friend Tin Toi and Fusion Wayang Kulit. All right. And we got a lot more Star Wars Celebration live for you coming out.
So, can I say something in
Oh, yes. Yes, please do.
I'd like to say something in bahasa Malaysia. Kepada kawan-kawan yang berada di celebration sekarang dan peminat di media sosial, saya mengucapkan terima kasih kepada semua yang telah menyokongi kita sejak tahun 2012. Perjalanan ini amat sukar. Kita menghadapi berbagai cabaran. Tapi sokongan kamu yang bagi kita telah dijadikan sebagai daya kuasa The Force untuk kita dapat teruskan untuk buat sesuatu untuk budaya kita. Okey, terima kasih.
Thank you so much for sharing your craft and your lovely words, and I'm still
Ať uzdají Fortnite.
away because day 3 is just getting started.
Hey again, I'm on the show floor at the Takanatomi booth with Natsuki-san to show us everything that's going on at this booth. Thank you, I'm very excited to show you our booth. So first, let me start with the metal figure collection. The palm-sized metal figure that's small enough to display anywhere you want, like on your shelf, on your desk, anywhere, everywhere. So you can bring the Star Wars universe into your everyday space. And now we have Omega, our original
Nic překotec.
miniature digest powers. We are now Barcom, that's Vader's typewriter, and also the typewriter. It's heavy we have the proper mascots. I love to take them with me anywhere, everywhere. And next we have something super fun and special. Take it away. Yes, let me introduce the Beyblade. The Beyblade is our spinning top butter toys, tweak of traditional Japanese beigoma, and it sparked the excitement of the world over 80 countries and regions. And now we have the Star Wars edition for the Beyblade. We have two month parks. The first park is Luke Skywalker versus Darth Vader. It reflects the coloring of their lightsabers. That's so great. And I was told I have something super special coming up. I get to battle with the Beyblade. Ah, let's do it. 3, 2, 1,
Beyblade.
And finally, arguably the most popular part of this booth, the gacha. Gacha means the Japanese capture vending machines. And you can buy the gacha everywhere, anywhere in Japan, like from train stations, shopping malls, and near airports. So it is becoming Japanese pop culture. I will show you the Star Wars Celebration gacha here. I would like for you to try the gacha, of course. Thank you. I got the hollow! There's so many different characters you can get, and this is how you play Tajarik. You can actually play it now. Ah! Thank you so much, Natsuki-san. If you're on the show floor this weekend, you absolutely have to check out the Takaratomi booth, and everybody at home, stay tuned for more Star Wars Celebration.
We got a show.
Yo, Fortnite. Fortnite. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Lekker. Smakker. Fortnite. Star Wars. Zullen we ook nog een Fortnite?
Over the past few years, our friends over at Fortnite have done some
Ja.
epic things to celebrate Star Wars. All
Yes, yes.
at this moment, something huge is approaching that Star Wars and Fortnite fans won't want to miss. Are y'all ready to hear this? Coming this May, Star Wars is taking over the Fortnite universe with their most expansive experience yet. Let's take an exclusive first look at how the Fortnite Island will be taken over.
Galactic. Wow. Battle. Ready? Galactic Battle Royale.
Welcome to the stage, Dark Jar Jar Ahmed Best!
Wow.
Ahmed. Yes, sir. First of all, welcome back to the stage. You live here now. This is your home.
Oh, I love it here. All of these wonderful human beings.
This is the best place in celebration right here. You got the best job.
Thank you very much.
Got the
Thank you
best
very-
job.
I think you have the best job because let's talk about this.
Yes.
This is something that went from an absolutely, utterly ridiculous internet meme.
Yes.
Ultimate.
Being in Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy.
Yep.
And now Darth Jar Jar is in Fortnite.
Fortnite! Woo! Darth Jar Jar's in Fortnite. I mean, here's the thing that I love about Fortnite. Fortnite specifically, right? So, the pandemic was really hard on everybody in the world, right? And I have a son, and he had a really tough time.
Velmi real, nee?
Where, like, your friend group is really what's most important. And, you know, he's an only child, so his friends were really important to him. And because of the pandemic, he couldn't go see his friends, right? The only way he got to communicate with his friends and be around was playing Fortnite. And Fortnite became this really special time during that time because that's when he finally connected. That's where everybody can stay sane. And that's where everybody's kind of ideas about gaming change, especially parents.
Yes.
Because a lot of times parents are just like, don't play those games, get off those games, they're a waste of time. Absolutely not true. They were such a way for all of these young people to connect, to stay together, and to show them that their friendship could last even through the hardest times. So Fortnite really holds a special place in my heart because of that, and because of my son, and because it is where we can all connect and play and be together. So being a part of Fortnite, I can't tell you how honored I am to be a part of it. And for, you know, everybody keeps asking me about Darth Jar Jar. I am so glad Darth Jar Jar is living in all of these different permutations in Star Wars. Now we get to have some fun with him.
Yeah, absolutely. And you don't just get to have the character in there. The character is bringing new things to the game. He's using Force Lightning.
Force Lightning Darth Jar Jar. Can you imagine? It's amazing.
Amazing.
Force Lightning in Fortnite.
We should call it Force Lightning Night.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So he's got Force Lightning.
He's got Force Lightning.
You know, that's new. We've seen a lot of Star Wars in Fortnite before, though.
Yes.
In addition to Darth Jar Jar, Force Lightning, what else are we going to see?
You're going to see a lot of characters popping up in Fortnite. You're going to see some great mashup characters, but you're going to see some really good Sith Lords and some really good just like team-ups going on in Fortnite.
So obviously Fortnite's always been about teaming up. It's always been about squadding up with your friends.
Yes.
But now you can really do that because you're going to be able to jump into an X-Wing with your friends.
You can squad up in an X-Wing in Fortnite. I mean, I don't know how this is the reason why. There's a reason why they call it epic. You're gonna have such an epic time squadding up in an X-Wing fighter. X-Wing fighter was that was the shit. Aside from the Millennium Falcon, it was like you always wanted an X-Wing. That was like the supercar of the Star Wars universe, right?
Yeah.
So now you can jump in one.
I always wanted a TIE fighter because I was an angry little kid.
Very angry teenager.
Yeah, and it's good to know that TIE fighters are represented in there too. You're gonna be able to fly a TIE fighter.
You can fly a TIE fighter. You can fly an X-Wing fighter. Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah. Whatever you want to do. Genuinely, Fortnite is getting to the extent where it's like, what do you want to do in a video game? They got it. It's good.
They got it. They're listening to you. They're listening to you.
Yeah, and this is going to take place over a period of time, right? There's going to be reveals happening in stages.
5-part saga in this, and there's new Star Wars gameplay every single week through June 7th. New Star Wars gameplay every single week through June 7th. So you guys got to jump on. It's a 5-parter. You guys got to jump on and play that. It's going to be so exciting.
So you've got 5 weeks. You're going to squad up with your friends. You're going to jump in an X-Wing. You're going to jump in a TIE fighter. Who would Darth Jar Jar have in the co-pilot seat, do you think?
Yeah, you know,
Somebody just said me. Somebody just said me, please.
Who wants to jump in? Darth... All right, so Darth Jar Jar is such a powerful Sith Lord. I think the only person that Darth Jar Jar can squad up with would be a Sith Lord who has almost enough equal power, almost enough as Darth Jar Jar, and I think that would be the person that Jar Jar gave really emergency powers to.
Emergency powers.
You guys know
so
who
we
that
need
is,
somebody
right?
who's strong enough to face Darth Jar Jar and has emergency powers.
Emergency powers.
Can
Who
we?
could that be? Who could that be?
Hun energie.
That's right. I would squad up. Darth Jar Jar would squad up with Emperor Palpatine.
Sheev Palpatine in Fortnite.
Sheev Palpatine. There he is. You guys see him?
There he is. The only man we can trust with the ultimate power in the universe. You're going to be able to be Sheev Palpatine in Fortnite.
That's right. Sheev Palpatine.
That's what I've been waiting for.
More surprises build up each week. Epic game narrative-based live events, 2 brand new Star Wars spin-on fan favorites, Fortnite original characters, live narrative, end event, and mashup cast.
Yes. So this is, we've got, first of all, we've got Jedi Evie, Sith Evie.
Yes, Apprentice Evie and Sith Evie.
That's amazing.
As a mashup character.
Looks good. Looks good.
Sakra. Přidělávka.
Isn't there? I can't remember who it was. Is there any? Do you remember?
I think we might need
We were supposed to have it on the card. I don't.
Všichni mě zklamali, no.
Oh yeah.
Mashup characters.
Can we bring out the mashup?
Podělají předělávku skinu. Big metal. Palpatine.
Wookiee Cuddle Team Leader!
Who it is? Wookiee Cuddle Team Leader! They have gifts for you! They have gifts for you as well! What are the gifts? Wookiee Cuddle Team! They're the gifts! Give them the gifts! We got some! Woo! Who wants some Cuddle Team gifts? Who wants a Wookiee Cuddle Team gift? They got gifts for you!
To bude taková přidávka i výskinu. Jedna z Battle Passu, druhá přidělaná a teď bude další přidělávka jako šiškiny, EVčka. Mohli přidat tolik originálních skinů, oni přidají předělávku jako.
Cuddle Team Wookiees, mark your calendars, save the date for May 2nd, where you'll be able to immerse yourself in the ultimate Star Wars fantasy across eras, only in Fortnite. Follow Fortnite on your favorite social platforms, and visit StarWars.com for more details to come. You won't want to miss it. Ahmed Best! No, Ahmed Best!
Thank you, guys. Woo! Thank you for a wonderful celebration. You guys have been the best. I couldn't have asked for more. Thank you so much.
Did you know that I can...
To je škoda, že udělají předělávku. Mohli dát tolik nových skinů originálních a proč dělají předělávku EVčka. Nechápu.
あとこちらにあるのが、いわゆる日本のトラディショナルな着物です。で、男性用、女性用、あと日本では風習で七五三というのがあって、七五三の、お子さんが着るようなものになっています。
スター・ウォーズ・セレブレーション・ジャパンには本当にちょうどいい完璧なものですね。
そうですね。で、こちらの羽織に関しては、ご来場いただいたお客さんが、来ていただいて一緒に写真を撮るっていうようなことができるようになっています。
試着してみてもいいですか？
もちろんです。ぜひ来てください。はい。
Want to experience the absolute perfect blend of Japan and Star Wars, you're going to want to check out the Nano Club booth.
Sound Effects is our next guest's middle name. Okay, it's definitely not, but he knows a lot about filling your favorite scenes with sound effects to make them feel real. Everyone give your best clapping Foley for David W. Collins.
Everybody, how you doing?
Woo! Oh my goodness, Anthony. David, it's wonderful to see you, man. It's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, there's a lot of stuff on this card, but I don't care about it because there's one thing that I want to ask you about.
Okay.
I have a particular favorite song, and I thought it was unique to me. I thought this was just my favorite song, but it's a song by an artist named Peter Schilling, and it's called Major Tom Coming Home.
Right.
And
I think I know where you're going with this.
And Skeleton Crew releases a trailer, a promotional bit, where you are singing Major Tom's Coming Home in Huttese.
Guilty. I did that, yes.
What? I lost my mind, dude. Did you all see that video? I lost my mind. See, this is what I'm talking about. There are 4 people who really love that song, and we all lost it.
Yeah,
How did that happen?
No, this is really good TV. I think
Yeah.
everyone can really relate to this. No, yeah. So I was the sound designer on Skeleton Crew. You guys like Skeleton Crew? It was such a joy, and you know the thing about working at Skywalker Sound and working with Matthew Wood.
Yes.
My bad. He's my boss. Give it up for Matthew Wood.
He's one of my favorite Kylo Rens.
Yes, he's a great Kylo Ren. He's, of course, all the battle droids, Bib Fortuna in Book of Boba Fett, or Mandalorian Season 2, the end of that. But he, in the true spirit of George Lucas and being mentored by George and Ben Burtt, he just takes these incredible, bold, creative steps to just have Skywalker Sound involved in all kinds of things, whether it's songwriting at Disney parks or doing ADR and voiceover for our shows. Of course, sound effects, sound design, and mixing. But they wanted to do this trailer for Skeleton Crew where they have that song, and they wanted us to sing it in Huttese. And so Matt and I sang it over a weekend. It was pretty crazy.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was
because it's not often, you don't do a lot of crossover. The Star Wars galaxy is the Star Wars galaxy. Our world is our world. It's not very often that you mix the two together.
I feel like you can do it in the trailer, but as you know, I'm a huge Star Wars music fan.
Yes.
And, I'm very obsessed with it. I podcast about it. I love John Williams and all the things that the Kiners do in the animation space.
Yeah.
And the Ahsoka show. Their music is
incredible.
incredible.
Unbelievable.
And it's our job at Skywalker Sound to, think about that fine line of breaking new ground, but also honoring the fact that we're standing on the shoulders of giants like George Lucas and particularly the godfather of all Star Wars sound, Ben Burtt.
Yes.
Whose work is just amazing, and I get chills every time I see him at the ranch, and he goes, "Hey, David." He's just an amazing, humble guy that had this creative genius and launched the sound of that galaxy far, far away. But you know, as a sound designer, you want to incorporate those elements, but you also want to be bold because Star Wars has that duality of needing to feel like Star Wars, what everyone fell in love with, you know, but also expanding the language of how things sounded, still surprising and delighting people.
We're coming up on 50 years. It has to grow and change.
50 years of Star Wars.
You want to be able to give it room to grow and give it room to do interesting things. Yeah. And so one of the things that I love about all of y'all, you're talking about that sense of playfulness. A lot of you will do voices, Foley work, like little background things too, and you love throwing Easter eggs into your voice lines.
Yeah, we do that.
You in particular, I know, we've chatted. You play a lot of troopers that are just walking by.
I do a lot of stormtroopers in these movies and shows, yes.
And I think it's you and Sam Witwer and a couple other people came up with like an evolving story of these background stormtroopers.
It's really innocent. We didn't mean to do this, but we were doing Force Awakens, and there was a scene of 2 stormtroopers on Starkiller Base while Rey is sneaking around. And you know, when you're doing these, it's like being I'm a theater kid. I grew up doing theater and music and musicals and touring and things like that.
Yeah, it's a strong Venn diagram. Star Wars fans and theater kids.
Yeah, that's right. So, you know, we go up to the mic. We're at the Disney lot. There's like 25 actors.
Kdo jsem mluvil jako
like theater camp. And they're like, we just need a conversation, say something. And Sam Witwer and I look at each other, and he just goes, he wanted to do something like the T-16s. You see the new T-16s? But I'm like, well, this is the future. So he said, I heard about the new T-17s. You know? And he's like, oh, they're disaster. Then it just turned into this running joke through all the movies, and we've even done it in Huttese and like, you know, Jabba's Palace and Boba Fett or whatever. I mean, we do it all the time.
What number are we up to now?
Jsem si jako tohoto skinu.
Yeah, maybe the new movie will have, you know, a rev.
You think they get rid of them? You think they get rid of them?
I don't even know what they are. Do you?
No.
Is it a speeder? Is it a
weapon?
I think it's
Mandalorian.
No, I know. We joke about that all the time. Anyway, yeah, we love doing voiceover. You know, I'm a voice actor, as is Matthew Wood, and we love just kind of making sure that we have like a show Bible of Huttese and Jawaese and all these different languages that we try and preserve and track over all of the different TV shows and films that we do.
Are you quick with it now? Are you able to jump into the different dialects?
I can't speak, you know, no, I can't speak it. But I know, like, certain things will come up, like, you know, like...
Daí snapletou.
Or drink is your cola, or whatever, you know, or imperialus, or, you know, yeah.
That's fascinating. And so when you think about, like, we saw a lot of...
Obywa się gwiazda, smycius. Ty
What is the process of that? Like, is it you see a creature...
Nice. Už se objevil na mapě, hvězda smrti. Yes. Hvězda smrti. Už je na mapě vidět. Schválně, jdu to zkontrolovat.
And there was this one Tusken warrior, and I'm not kidding you, they're like, David, and I went up to the mic, and, you know, this Tusken warrior's got her gappy stick and is fighting with Boba and training him, and I literally was going, and that's in the show.
That's amazing.
And the characters all in the show, and like, and she got a room of like 12 actors all just looking at each other going,
yeah. And then you're all just sitting there and you're like, okay.
Yes, no, let's do that, yeah.
It's like, and now we sit down at lunch and we figure out how to turn that into full sentences and translate it.
Or like Sullivans or Jawas, you know, they're just like, Ame, like that stuff, and then you pitch it up, and you know, or you know, all the stuff that they did for Nine Num and so you just after a while you do it over and over and over again, and you're like, oh yeah, okay, you're gonna do this, Sam's gonna do this, you know, and we do it all the time now.
That's got to be such a fun bit of the job.
It's been 10 years of doing all those voices.
Amazing, and of course we've been announcing a lot of new and wonderful things that are upcoming. You've got your fingers in a lot of pies over there. Is there something you're particularly interested in?
Well, there's 2 things we talked about. How many of you saw the animation panel on Friday? Okay. So, we did Star Wars Tales of the Underworld.
Yes.
At Sky Sound with Lucasfilm Animation. I love Lucasfilm Animation. I think Lucasfilm Animation is, you know, in terms of late stage career George Lucas, possibly the most expansive contribution to Star Wars on the screen that we've ever received as fans, and it's still going. So much so that I don't even think we really contextualize how broad it is when you think about the Mortis arc. You think about Pong Krell. You think about Onderon and Saw Gerrera coming from Clone Wars. You think about the World Between Worlds from Rebels and bringing Thrawn in from Legends, Dathomir, the Sisters of Dathomir, Savage Opress, Darth Maul. So, what animation has been doing over the past 20 years is making Star Wars feel, from a storytelling perspective, seemingly boundless. And Dave just keeps coming up with these stories and Carrie Beck.
Je to pravda? Jdu se vrknout a a jdu to zjistit, jestli je to pravda, nebo ne. Zapínám solo.
You know, the producers like Athena, there are a lot of incredible people, and of course Matthew Wood and Kevin Kiner doing the music. But we did Tales of the Underworld, which is about Asajj Ventress.
Yes.
And Cad Bane. And a lot of untold stories. And you know, when I was mixing Tales of the Jedi, I was doing the Ahsoka when she's a baby episode.
Yeah.
And we're on the stage, and Dave's back there just kind of giving notes. And when the mix was over, he left a sketch of Ahsoka on Skywalker Sound notepads that I just kept, and he signed it for me. He just left it there. And,
that's
I have it in my
amazing.
personal collection, but it's just like he's constantly drawing, even when he's listening to a mixed playback. So Tales of the Underworld's coming out May 4th on Disney Plus. So you have that to look forward to. Of course, we all looped and did voices on Andor.
To až pak nejde vidět?
Andor Season 2 coming out in just a few days. And that's David Acord with so many talented people. Matthew Wood.
Dívej se na chvilku, tak poletíme. Všude nahoru. A dosvědčím, jestli to je pravda, nebo ne. Hvězda smrti.
That I'm working on in sound called Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord.
Yes.
And so we're hard at work on that right now, and I'm so glad we were able to hold that secret until we were able to share it with you all here at Celebration this past Friday.
Yeah, man, I know that you all are very in hush-hush secrecy mode right now when it comes to Maul Shadow Lore. But is there anything that you can say about doing sound design and supervision on that show, and sort of the tone and the things that you wanted to maybe do that are a little interesting and unique to Maul?
No.
Okay.
No. I really can't say much other than you know it's a personal challenge to me. Sam and I go way back, you know, to The Force Unleashed.
Yeah.
You know, of course, I voiced Proxy in that game.
Yeah.
And he was Starkiller, of course, but we were friends years before that. Sam
Nevidím ji nikde.
Juilliard was my best friend growing up, which is how we were introduced in the late 90s.
Oh, wow.
And he loved video games. He loved Star Wars. And we just got along really well. And as he started growing through his career, I kept trying to get him into games. And then Starkiller happened, and the rest is history. You know, so working with Sam again, it's just a joy. It's not just something that I, you know, as a Star Wars fan and person that's been working on it for 25 years now, which I can't believe. It's not just that energy. It's also personal and special to me because I love the team. I want to support everything that they're doing. I love my friend and brother Sam. You know, and getting to make this with him and the crew again is really special.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And we've been talking, you know, with the 20th anniversary, we've been talking all weekend about the family over there. Everybody in animation, everybody at Skywalker, everybody at ILM that has been putting so much into these animated shows for the last 2 decades. And it really is, if you were there at the beginning, you're still there because people love it. People love doing it.
Yeah, and a lot of folks are still there, and you know, then it spills into Mandalorian and Ahsoka and all of these other incredible shows. You know, it's just this engine for Star Wars that is so special and is still going. And you know, it's been 20 years. Here's to another 20 or more.
Yeah, absolutely. Finally, I do have one question. Anthony Daniels was here yesterday, and somebody recorded
the most egregious intro for him. You don't have any idea who that was, do you?
Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Daniels, droid of droids.
You're a monster.
Seer of seers.
You're a monster and you're fired. I have nothing further to say to you. David W. Collins, everybody. He's dead to me.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
And if you want to hear even more from Star Wars Celebration Live, keep watching. We got a lot more.
We're here at the Grogu Cutest in the Galaxy booth on the Star Wars Celebration floor, and I'm here with our new friend Tana-san to learn all about this amazing pop-up. What can you tell us about this pop-up shop?
こんにちは。ここはこの大きなグローグのバルーンが目印で、可愛い限定品がいっぱい取り揃った宇宙一のお店です。
Are there any fun exclusives in the shop here?
まずはじめにお伝えしたいのがこちらのハッピです。ハッピというのは日本の伝統的な衣装の一つで、お祭りの時に着るんですね。この衣装、今日のセレブレーションにぴったりです。みんなでこれを着てお祝いをしましょう。こちらは日替わりでデザインの変わるティーンズです。昨日のデザイン、今日のデザイン、そして明日は何が出るかな、お楽しみにしてください。日付が入っています。さらにはこの可愛いカエルちゃんを食べちゃうグローグのクッションが大人気です。
And can you tell me about your favorite item in the shop?
Okay. こちらのトートバッグ、これはトートバッグにこの日付の入ったスタンプが押せるオリジナルカスタムメイドのできるトートバッグです。
That's amazing. Can I have this? Thank you so much. All right, for more from Star Wars Celebration Live, stay tuned. Our next guest is one fierce warrior, a true friend to the end who will travel to unknown planets to help them, even to a world between worlds. Get those lightsabers up for Lady Tano herself, Rosario Dawson!
Or die. I choose to live.
But your footwear here perfectly matches a Lady Tano herself right up here in the front row. Did you see this? Yeah. Woo. Clearly gorgeous. Now I want to open up talking a little bit about some of this amazing cosplay real quickly, because this has been such a journey for you. Yeah. You've been Ahsoka Tano now all the way back since The Mandalorian Season 2. Yeah. You've stepped into those Laku so many times now. You're about to do it again in Season 2.
And they keep changing and getting longer.
But how does it feel for you then when you're used to seeing your own face in the mirror reflected as Ahsoka Tano, but then you see Ahsokas from all over the world walking towards you at places like Star Wars Celebration?
I am always so impressed because, you know, I have a whole team getting me ready, and the incredible like details and like reinterpretations that you see, and folks get like really, really into it. Sometimes very specific to be exact, or sometimes doing like a completely different look. Like I met this woman who does Wonder Soka, and
and it's a mixture between Wonder Woman and Ahsoka, and it really works. And I voiced Wonder Woman as well, so for me it was like an awesome mashup. That was my favorite mashup, I have to say, Wonder Ahsoka. I love that. Does it get any easier for you as Ahsoka Tano on Ahsoka, the series, to get into that makeup day in, day out? Does it become something that you get it down to a quick transformation, or it's always a journey with your team? It's pretty long now at the moment. We're trying to get it back down. It took about 6 hours to get ready the other day. It was like, okay, but we have gotten it to an hour and a half before, so I think we're going to get back down there again. But we keep changing things up, and I think it's going to be very interesting. The hardware is, it started off as foam before, and it was very heavy and very dense and shorter, but we couldn't do it. It was so heavy. And now they've got this almost like skeleton that's in the inside. It's a 3D printed skeleton with the skin over it that is so soft, can I just say? I'm just constantly just stroking my hair kind of thing all day long. He's like, why are you doing that? I'm like, just petting myself. It's just something you do when you're, Ahsoka Tano, I guess. I don't know. It's really remarkable, like the technology that's gone into it. And I was filming it the other day, because when you look at it, the textures and the colors and even these little flecks it just looks so alive. It's so special how each department takes on everything that they're doing to the best of their ability and the most advanced, and we couldn't have done that in the first episode. It's really cool to kind of see what it's graduated to. So I know we're doing some more tweaks now, and I'm very excited to share it with y'all. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see the next incarnation, the evolution of Ahsoka Tano. Yes. Now I know it does take that village to get you into prep, into production, fully into Lady Tano's gear, but what excites you as the actor behind her, every time you get to step into this role again? You've had a chance in Mandalorian, in Book of Boba Fett, and then, of course, in Ahsoka. For me, I think the very first one, I actually was looking at pictures of the very first iteration that we did in that first fitting with Shauna. And I remember, she was so excited. I was so excited. I was doing jumping jacks in the trailer. And I was like, they're going to fire me because I am being way too much of a fangirl. But it was so special because it was a new costume. It wasn't cosplay. It was something that would be cosplayed later, but it wasn't. It was brand new. So the idea that this character's stories were going to live on and that she was going to go on new adventures was just so exciting. I couldn't believe it. And so we kind of, every time that we get to do a new iteration and change even just a little something, it just gets me so excited because I know someone out there is going to see it and notice that detail, the thing that you, I remember when we even made the Leku a little longer, I was like, I wonder if anyone's going to notice. They were measuring it on the screen or something. Y'all don't miss anything. Not a thing. Very impressive. It's very impressive. So I love it. It's very meditative, because it takes such a long process. And, you have limited eyesight, you've got this whole forehead piece, this whole thing is going on. And it really kind of gets me into her, and that's something she's always taking that time to meditate, to find, those visions and really make sure she's on the right path. And it's a very, as that process of getting into her look is getting into her zone. So I'm glad it's not a 2, 1, 2, 3 kind of thing. It really does take a moment, and it does feel like you leave this galaxy behind and step into a new one. Speaking of leaving this galaxy behind, stepping into a new one, I want to talk a little bit about from Ahsoka Season 1, when you get to step into the world between worlds and reunite Snips with her Sky Guy, also known as Anakin Skywalker, Hayden Christensen himself. Such a huge part of her story, and one I think fans of Portia were optimistic, we're hoping to see play out, but, Dave keeps his secrets really well. No, for sure. He doesn't tell me anything because I can't be trusted. Yeah. He doesn't tell me anything either. I don't know how our season ends now. I haven't even read all the episodes. He's tweaking it as we go along. He changes things. I can't be trusted. You'll find out when you watch it, I guess. Yeah, I'll find out when I'm doing it. I'll be like, what are we doing today? Okay, cool. But take me back for a minute to when you were shooting the World Between Worlds scenes. Yeah, that was actually really interesting because most of what we were filming was on the volume, so you could see every single detail. Everyone in the entire crew could. But in this one, it was just this big platform similar to this, the width of this, with a grating on it with light from underneath, and then just green screen everywhere so you couldn't see it. And it was really cool because he does this really awesome previs when we're filming. So it's basically almost like a video game animation of each episode that all of the directors gets to watch, so the vision is sort of shared with everyone. And, you know, so we could see what it was going to look like. And I loved when The World Between Worlds showed up in the animation. And, you know, for me, it was such a perfect tether going to Iman's character of Ezra, because he's the one who pulled her out of that. And that was the last time that she was there was after a confrontation with Anakin before, which was so poignant because that was the one scene where you saw half of his mask disappear. And you got to have a kind of a glimpse of Anakin through inside of Darth Vader, which was something you never saw. And Obi-Wan did the same thing, but it was the other side of his face, which I thought was cool. So we always talk about that, like how powerful that was, that the only one who ever got to demask him was his son Luke. So to be there in that space with him again is just like, and see him kind of switching between Anakin and Darth Vader is just something we never get to see. And it was just, I remember we were crying on set, the entire crew, we had things filming, when it's him walking down the platform and then it's Darth Vader like people were freaking out. Like we were very, very emotional. And this was a big scene for me to do with Anakin, you know, and for me to do with Hayden. Because, you know, we've known each other since we were teenagers and never dreamed that we'd be able to do this. And for Dave, it blows his mind that we know each other that long. So that history, that texture that we get to play with on screen has a very real, you know, history to it, a depth to it that we don't have, like, you can't make that up, that we actually remember each other as teenagers. And so, like, to be there just felt, like, really magical and actually tweaked what we ended up doing later because it was so powerful. You know, I remember talking to Dave about it and going, I think something has to change, you know, like, and he's like, I'm feeling it too. We have to tweak the later scenes because this says so much in it. And watching it again yesterday on the screen, it was a really powerful and really great scene. And you got to see young Ahsoka. And you got to see Anakin in the Clone Wars in that armor. And I remember thinking how brilliant that was done for the fans who know the animation to be able to see all of that on screen, knowing what The World Between Worlds was, knowing what the Clone Wars looked like. But for folks who had never seen it or who had, you get to see Ahsoka at war so little. And you start to understand a lot more of the complexity of her character and the traumas she's gone through, and that's why she didn't want to train Grogu. You know, like there's some real like tethers of like just history there. And I remember when we were filming, he showed me the animation of young baby Ahsoka before it came out. I was in tears. We were filming in the middle of the day, and he's like, come on their lunch break, come and check out something. And I'm watching little Force-sensitive baby Ahsoka being brought out to the woods by her mom. Like, I was like, yo, this is the Togrutas are rough. Like, what an upbringing. But to just see like this journey of her, it's one of the greatest gifts as an actor to have so much to play with. You know, like it's what Ashley did for so many years, right? What a performance! I mean, you got to see her from a teenager on, and it just how she developed and how she grew, and to see her still doing so, that there's still more to learn, I think is one of the most beautiful things about Star Wars. As expert and capable as these characters could be, there's always a challenge before them that could push them, and you never know which way it could push them. Yeah. You know, and so I've been really, really grateful to be a part of this universe and this chapter of her life. Yeah, love you. I could literally stay up here for like hours, guys, and just like nerd out with you guys. I'm not allowed, but I would if I could.
We got 75 more questions, so we're good.
Okay.
We're going to be here for a bit, yeah. No, and it's such an amazing ensemble cast, too. Like, you mentioned Amon, but, you know, the last time you were at Celebration...
How much does he look exactly like Ezra?
Yeah, how much does he act exactly like Ezra?
He acts exactly like Ezra. Like, it's kind of crazy. And he, you know, he'll tell you the story, but he felt it. Like, when he first saw that character, he was like, oh, that's me. I'm going to play that. And they weren't even doing it. He was like, what if they ever did? That would be me. And then he told it, like literally called his agent like a year or so before it even came up, and he was like, yeah, if that character comes up, like that's me. The agent was like, okay. And then sent his
To vím, že záznamu, kdo se bude dívat.
and then the stormtrooper night sister. I mean, all the things. So good. Oh my god, the blue contacts, and he's a tennis guy, so he's incredible with the lightsaber. Same thing with Natasha. She's been doing like taekwondo since she was a kid. You know, and Shin. Can I just talk about Ivana? She is the
Kdybych měl
nicest,
vypadat, tak věřte
sweetest
šukatí.
woman. She is such a baddie. Oh my god! Like when she turns it on, I'm like, oh wait, no, it's scary. Oh my god, she doesn't blink. No, she doesn't blink. She literally, the fan is going in her eyes, and she's like, I don't know how she does it. She's not crying. I'd be crying. I would be crying. No, you must be so excited to reunite with that crew. And Hera. And Hera. Can we talk about how absolutely perfect Mary Elizabeth is as Hera? Like it's actually ridiculous how wonderful. Like our crew. We're about to start filming in a week, and I could not be more excited to be reunited with this team. It's such a good group. I'm so excited. And Chopper, obviously. Chopper! I love that you guys love Chopper so much. He's such a toughie. I love him. I love him. Chopper's getting his own fan club over here. There's a chant going. Come on, he's just such a rascal. He is. He's a war criminal, but it's fine. He's a war criminal. Rosario, you've had, it looks like so many amazing moments while you've been in Japan here. Yeah.
To jsem nikdy neviděl. To by se objevila, ale nikde ve hře není. Byl jsem slepej.
What was that like? That must be that has to be so surreal to be standing amongst those giants. It's insane. You know, it's been. I remember when we did the Mandalorian episode, George Lucas came to visit on set, and he doesn't do that very often. He was there holding little baby Grogu, and I remember John took a picture of him, and it was blurry, and he posted it online, and it nearly broke the internet. And I was standing right there, and I was like, I got cut out of the shot. They don't know. I'm right there. We were filming the big fight battle with the magistrate, Morgan Elspeth, the great Diana Lee Inosanto, who I got to play with again on Ahsoka season 2, on season 1, and it's just, you know, to be up there, and Andor's just, I'm so jealous of everyone who got to see the first episode already. When I watched Andor season 1, those last couple episodes particularly, I was screaming at the screen. It is so well written. It is so brilliantly performed. It is so beautiful to watch because the whole depth and the landscape of it is so different than anything we've ever seen. And Rogue One is definitely one of my
Ještě
favorite
6 hodin, dokonce.
that idea of Princess Leia just going, what is this hope? And all of that content being created and expanded upon is just so powerful and just shows you just how much leg lamp from A Christmas Story. That's the weird history there. I had one, he wanted it, and I was like, yeah, you got it. Fine. All these years later, I'm like, now we're in Star Wars together. This is so cool. And I worked with Diego. We shot a film, Chavez, together that he directed. I know Pedro from way, way, way back as well. His success could not be happening to a better person. I love Pedro. He has such a good heart. And what a brilliant actor. He's been doing it for so long, and now he's Zaddy. Like, that's so cool. How cool is that? I'm so happy for Space Zaddy. That makes me so happy. I was feeling it in my chest. How exciting is this film that's about to come out? Like, Baby Grogu is so incredible, and to see how Baby Grogu has evolved as well. The fact that I remember when I was the one who got to just speak to him and name him to the world. I was like, yes, we're making Ahsoka live action, but that alone is going to be so tremendous, and that's the only thing that I got.
S tou epochou mě pěkně naštvali. Si udělají předělávku.
Shows now for years. You know, what they've done is just absolutely tremendous, and it just keeps getting better and better. I got to meet one of the cast members again from Skeleton Crew. Those kids are incredible. Like, they're so good.
Skeleton Crew?
So much trouble going to visit them on.
Jsi pewnie? Skeleton Crew? Byl Fortnite Crew? Možná má Fortnite Crew Skeleton.
I'm curious, I know we probably can't keep you for all 75 questions, sadly. But we've talked through so many amazing things.
Mluví o Fortniteu furt.
What do you take with you from that role, from that character, that takes you forward in your own life?
I have to say, I thought a lot about it when I was going into the first season, especially working with Diana Leone Santo, whose father, worked and started a whole dojo with Bruce Lee. And I got to meet Shannon Lee, his daughter, and talk to her a lot about who he was and how he prepared. And we all know that he was...
Mě by zajímalo, jak to bude navazovat do příběhu Fortnite, příběh. Questi a tak.
She was like, he had a library of over 1,000 books. He was constantly writing and journaling, just really working on himself spiritually, emotionally, thoughtfully, and physically. And I kept thinking about that a lot with her, as she's this Ronin type character. Like, this is all she does. It's not like she goes to work 9 to 5 and then she steps into a different life. Like, she is always at that top level. And that kind of level of discipline is not possible for me. I'm not that, like, prince who doesn't own sweatpants. You know what I mean? Like, some folks do live on that kind of high level all the time. But it stays with me as a thought all the time, and how I communicate, the words that I use, how present I am with people. Because I think she's an incredibly present person. And that's something, like, I put my phone down more. Like, I make sure to really look people in the eye when I'm speaking with them. And, I try to take that time. And I love that because that translates so much with how she is with Grogu, how she is with Mandalorian, how she is with Sabine. Making sure that she's and letting her know that she is good as she is.
DeLorean?
And to just be the best that she can be.
Měli jsme mít DeLorean od Back to the Future.
It's trying to just be the best version of yourself at all times. And you're not going to do that successfully. That's when you give yourself breaks.
Back to the Future. Zpátky do budoucnosti. Jak to jmenuje, jak to říká. Je zpátky. Nechci špatně. Je to jako Future. Je to zpátky do budoucnosti, nevím teď.
We've been looking forward to coming to Star Wars Celebration here for a long time. We are so excited. I know it hasn't happened here in over a dozen years. And I heard a statistic that over 78% of the attendees, this is their first celebration. That's awesome. That's amazing. You're that first. Like, that is so cool. And it's us so cool, I like to say, actually. It's us so cool. And I'm really grateful to be here with all of you. And I'm gonna take all of this energy that you're bringing and putting it into the second season. So own that. And you see it. That is. I gotta share it with the crew. They're all so jealous that they're not here. So, but we're excited.
It's all such beautiful sentiment. Thank you for sharing that. I think, just being present is such a great thing for all of us to take through. But you know who isn't present? John and Dave.
I know.
They're not here right now. So, you want to tell us some secrets about season 2? Maybe?
Wow. I mean, we gave away a lot. I mean, Zeb's coming back. Which we feel so grateful he's gracing us with his presence because he's a movie star now. It's kind of a big deal.
Když jenom dám do chatu. Teď sleduju chat.
We've also talked about, it is called Star Wars. We're going to have a pretty significant war, and it's going to be very cinematic. It's going to be really, really beautiful. Because, Thrawn goes big. Who I also kind of call Zaddy a little bit. Can we just talk about the end of that last episode? And he was like, Ahsoka Tano. I was like, Sabine, go in the back. Yeah, go in the back. He wants to talk to me. He's talking to me. And I think that's going to be really exciting. I know a lot of the fans wanted to see that sort of more moment between Ezra and Hera, but you're about to see them taking this on. It's really, really big. I love that Akbar is coming back. I hope it's not a trap for him.
I hope it's not, but I am getting something in my earpiece. It sounds like Dave's on the phone. He wants to talk to you.
Oh, no!
So I think we'll let you go after that, but thank you so much for
Thank you. We're in a galaxy. Can we just say how cool it is that we're in galaxies far, far away now? That is pretty great. That is pretty great. All right, cool. Literally cannot wait for Ahsoka Season 2. Yeah, we're going to let you go so you can go make Ahsoka Season 2. Starting next week. Thank you for coming to the stage. And Star Wars Celebration Live. It's still going. Don't miss it.
Hey, I'm at the stance booth with JT. Welcome to Celebration. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Y'all have a lot of exclusive stuff going on here for the show. Can you tell us a little bit about it? Yeah.
Tady mají hrozně těch reklam v tom.
This is a Japanese artist, Shin Nosuke. He's a really famous artist from Japan. Oh wow! And he always drew his character, and in this time he drew like a kind of Star Wars characters with his style and the collaboration with Stance.
Oh, that's awesome.
Visiting.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that's great. So that's one thing that you got that's exclusive, and then you have some other products as well.
Yeah. He also designed for 2 t-shirts style. Yeah, that's also right there.
Yeah, they look amazing. They're so cool.
Yeah.
And then you, of course, because your stance, you always have a ton of Star Wars stuff to show off. Anything fun and new?
Yeah, we brought a lot of kind of Star Wars stance collaboration items, but almost all gone, like sold out.
Oh, wow.
Yesterday.
We caught you too late.
Yeah, too late.
We're too fast. The socks are too fast. That's
still, yeah, we still have some of the designs, but like half of the design were sold out yesterday. Yeah.
So if you're here at the show and you were looking at the stance booth, I would recommend getting here as quickly as you can. Isn't that right, JT?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks a lot, man. Have a wonderful celebration.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Star Wars Visions gave fans a new and cool look into the galaxy far, far away. Our next guest wrote and directed The Ninth Jedi in Volume 1. Give a big welcome to Kenji Kamiyama.
Kenji, kam přijde? Už jde. Už jde Kenji. Bych to byl na to, že Fortniteu bez tak.
本日のパネルでは Star Wars Visions Presents が発表されました。9人目のジェダイはシリーズ化すると聞いてみんなとても楽しみにしております。今回のシリーズの内容について少し教えていただけますか？
はい、ですね、これはビジョンズボリューム1の時に作られた短編ナインスジェダイから発生したシリーズなんですけれども、このシリーズじゃないストーリーは一番の特徴はですね、静止カノンではないんだけれども、だからこそできたそのキャラクターのフォースによって色の変わるライトセーバーっていうのが登場するんですけれども、それを作ったジーマンっていう男と彼の娘の物語だったんですけれど、 短編の中で父親であるジーマが何者かに誘拐されて、彼を助けるためにカーラが旅立つっていうところで終わってたと思うんですけれども、このシリーズはそのカーラがお父さんを探しに行く旅であり、お父さんがなぜ日野のカールライトセーバーを作ったのかとかですね、彼を誘拐したのは誰なのかとか、そういった謎が解き明かされていくシリーズになると思います。
楽しみですね。So I'm sure everybody here saw the Visions panel and saw Visions Presents. We're gonna get a continuation of The Ninth Jedi, which is such a fan favorite amongst everyone. And in the series version of The Ninth Jedi, we're gonna get a little more into it's non-canon, but we're gonna get an expanded understanding of how the kyber crystals are used in the sabersmith technology, where the saber can turn different colors depending on who is using the lightsaber. So we're going to get a lot more Force and lightsaber information in action, a lot more expanded on that universe, on top of more of Kara and her finding her dad. I hope everybody's excited about that. That's what you all wanted. パネルでは塩谷さんの Child of Hope も発表されましたが、これは9人目のジェダイのシリーズのストーリーとどのようにつながっていらっしゃるんですか？
はい、塩谷監督の短編の方はですね、カーラが旅立った後に、一人でどういった冒険のエピソードがあったかという一つのエピソードになっていまして、次のシリーズはその後一緒に旅立った仲間たち、まだ9人揃ってませんけど、その仲間たちがどういう旅をするかっていう部分なので、彼の作品の方はその旅の中できっとこういう別のカーラーの冒険があったんだろうなっていう一つのエピソードになっていると思います。
So we also learned in the Visions panel that Shiotani director will also debut an episode that is related to the Ninth Jedi, but it is a standalone, and that one's going to focus more on Kara's story as the Jedi get collected into 9, because we still only have 今4人ですよね。シーズン1で見られたものではまだ4名しかいないんですよね、ジェダイ。まだ4名なんです。Since there's only 4, we still have 5 more to go. So Shiotani-san's work is going to be a little bit more about that specifically, and it is going to be an exact continuation of the first episode that we saw in the first season of Visions. 神山さん、大ファンで、スター・ウォーズの大ファンでいらっしゃることを伺ったんですが、初めて劇場でスター・ウォーズをご覧になった時の印象をぜひ語っていただけますか？
初めて見た時ですね、もう本当に35年前ぐらいですかね、12歳の時に日本でエピソード4が公開されたんですけれども、日本で公開する前からいろんな情報がアメリカから入ってきてはいて、早く見たくてたまらないっていう感じだったんですけど、もう日本で公開されてすぐに見まして、もうなんていうのかな、ルークと同じ気持ちだったと思うんですね。田舎に住んでて、まだ学生で、まだ中学生ですね、ジュニアハイスクールで、僕もこのね、銀河の冒険の旅にルークみたいに行きたいなと思ったのが、最初にスター・ウォーズを見た時の興奮した気持ちでした。もうこの世界あるんだ。
So I asked Kamiyama-san because it's Celebration, Star Wars Celebration, he is a huge fan from forever ago. I asked him what it was like to view Star Wars: A New Hope for the first time ever in theaters in Japan, and he said that he saw it when he was 12 years old, and it was one of the most immersive experiences of his life. As a 12-year-old in the countryside, he felt very akin to Luke's character, and he felt like he is like Luke and could possibly go to a galaxy far, far away, and it really, really moved him, so much so to move him into the Star Wars family and now working on Visions. 最後にファンの皆さんへ伝えたいことがありましたらぜひお願いします。
そうですね、ビジョンズという短編、特に最初のシーズンの時は日本のアニメスタジオが担当していて、日本のアニメスタジオが今度シリーズを作らせていただくっていうのは初めてのチャレンジになると思うので、すごくこう責任も感じてますし、と同時にこうビジョンズをずっと追いかけてくださってファンになってくださった人たちに新しいね、もっとたくさん見たいっていう人たちに今度シリーズとしてこう届けられるのすごく僕も嬉しいし、スター・ウォーズのファンとしてね、僕も映画を作りたい、スター・ウォーズを作りたいんだと思っていた気持ちもそのままにこの作品を作ってますので、皆さん自分のスター・ウォーズ体験と重ねながらこう見ていただけたらいいかなと思います。なんかさっき言い忘れたけども、自分のライトセーバーが欲しくて欲しいですよね。
So I asked Kamiyama-san if he has a message for all of his fans out here and out there, everybody. And he said that as a Star Wars fan himself, he is so excited and elated and also feels the immense responsibility of bringing this expanded version of The Ninth Jedi to Visions. And since this is the first time Visions is going to create an entire series out of one of their one-shots, he is so excited and proud, but again feels a little bit of the heavy weight, but knowing that his story that he wants to tell from a Star Wars fan perspective and getting to share it with fans,
Už půjdu hrát s bratránkem mladším.
and he cannot wait for everybody to enjoy it and feel as he feels when he watches Star Wars. Thank you so much, Kamiya-san, for joining us.
ありがとうございました。
We can't wait to see this bright future of Star Wars Visions. Thank you for stopping by to chat with us. Can't wait for more Star Wars? Well, we have you.
Potřebujeme prvé záznamu na to.